Yeah, hello, welcome to this broadcast. At least my software believes I'm live, and I'm quite optimistic that it does work. Okay, so welcome all of you to this broadcast, second Christmas themed show. Yeah, themed is not quite right, but it I think it's a good time to do some streaming. I've got time on my hands, so why not? So this show, I'm going to play a Simul. Yeah, that means 20 games is the number. 20 games, and I have to be honest. I did one earlier on Lead Chess. I think earlier is wrong. A couple of months ago, weeks ago. So I hope it will work all right. I'd like to mostly play against you who are participating in the Twitch chat. So, but it's difficult for me to keep track. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start the Simul. Yeah, I don't have a center hat. Okay, so I'm going to create a new Simul here. Host a new Simul. And we have to be careful here. So it's standard. Yeah, time control, I'm going to go for 60 minutes. And what is ICC? Is it 60 plus 30 or 60 plus 60? It's 30 seconds, right? It's 30 seconds, I believe. Extra time for the clock? No, I just do it like that. Okay, so I'm going to create the Simul now and see what happens. So I think we got candidate players, and I'm going to try to see that I get all the guys from the stream. So I remember someone here, Phil Ivy was mentioned, Uzolando, yes, yeah, like Star, yes, I know some lines, some names by now. Jesse HF, Flinu, I've got 5 people now. Tolius, yeah, seems familiar. Ian Partridge seems familiar. Andriusha, yeah, I also know. Langsam, Igniting Ideas, yes. Where's Langsam? Langsam, we've got Langsam as well. So we've got 10 players now. Eric 80, Michal 31. Yeah, I'm very likely going to forget someone or so. It's difficult. Back to zero. We've got back to zero. Yes, mate grinder. Got that one. I don't see the history here in the chat. So if someone is in the chat and not yet accepted, there's 7 spots, right? So if you please give me a shout out here in the Twitch chat again, so that I can accept you. I've got 7 spots still open. Yo, yep, accepted. The night before, yes. J Hamburg, yes. Fungus 11, I don't see you. Lenske, yep. Monkey Chin, we own 18. Got 2 left, 2 spots left. Best Judge, don't see you, now I see you. Fungus 11. Yeah, Flaneur, please, I'm going to kick you to make room for guys who are not usually playing me. You play me so often on the ICC. I don't know. Can I accept more than 20? Can I change that still? I wouldn't mind to do like 25. 25 is maybe doable. It will be hectic anyway. I've got one guy left. Yo-Yo 7, didn't I accept you already? Ah, okay. So I can actually say accept, and I can accept one more and still kick it off. Okay. Speed of light, accepted. So I've got 21. Selfish gene. Where is that? There. Yeah, you should see the tournament. Other guys see it as well. Sharef L. Did I accept you already? No. I'm going to stop at 25. That's really, I mean, 25 is already super. I do 25, but this is the absolute maximum. Clack your bones. Wow, you're very high rated. Okay, I'm going to start it now with 25 players. This is really a lot. So let's get going here. It will be very tough. There are many high rated players, and I see that it will be tricky. So I'm going to go with my usual openings because I saw that there are many high rated players, and playing something completely out of my comfort zone is not a great idea. Going to mix between knight f3 and d4, but not much else. And I'm going to start to do a bit more commentary if there's actually something to think about. Yeah, thanks, Fire Breathing Dragon. I read your Skype message and I installed that. It was great. I've got here Fire Breathing Dragon. He was so kind to send me a modification to the Skype layout, so that now I've actually got that things on the right hand side, they are a little bit more up, so I could easily zoom or enlarge the screen real estate for the camera. Yeah, I'm just dashing out moves now because I have to be very quick. With 25 people, it's bound to be some time pressure, so I basically have to blitz out stuff here in the early go. It's just playing moves that come to mind. As long as it's somewhat theoretical, it's kind of okay. I can play quickly. Yep. Yeah, the problem is that 25 boards is quite a lot, and there will be limits to what I can do in terms of commentary. But I also didn't want to leave too many out of it. And this will be happening anyway, that not all of you can play. So many Queen's Gambits. And Nimzo here. Another Queen's Gambit and a Grunfeld here against J. Hamburg. Like Star, we got this one. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to play some slow Slavs. Oh, Yeah, not my strong suit, the Chigorin. Okay. Let's go e3 here and a couple of Queen's Gambits, maybe a Catalan and a Grunfeld in this move order. I'm going to go h4 here for some fun. Langsam goes for bishop b4 here, just going e3. Modern here, and okay, let's push that knight. So yeah, I cannot really follow the chat a lot. It's very difficult because of I have to move. Okay, a regular Slav here. Okay, so I'm as quick as I can possibly be to not fall behind on the clock that much. Maybe f4, kick that knight. Develop stuff. King's Indian here. Bishop c5, that's not played so often. Going knight c3 here. Knighting ideas, e3 castles. I'm going a3 for the same-ish. I wanted to pre-move. I cannot pre-move here. Not in a Simul, probably. Okay, let's grab some space here. If it's I'm allowed to, I'm grabbing space. And here, just develop stuff. Okay, e3 or queen c2. I go queen c2 here. Okay. Some. Oh, okay, I was hoping on that. Queen a4 now will win the knight. Okay, just develop here, I guess. Bishop to g5. Yeah, and here, yeah, e4 is the main move, but I'll stick with e3. It's fianchetto here, and wow. I think I'll take here, right? And a3 here. h6 by Lenske. That looks mostly like a loss of tempo. I think I'm going into a exchange Slav there, with h6 being somewhat, yeah. Okay, I'm going for e4. And here fungus, and here I'm a piece up here. That's good. It's hopefully I'm going to win some games quickly so that the overall board count gets reduced a little bit. e3 or g3 here. Queen c2 probably. And here I'm going to take on d5, letting me a pawn. Yeah, so what is this, by the way? I think I'm taking. Don't think that this is a correct line for black. Okay, e3. Yeah, losing some games quickly is also possible to reduce the board count, but that's not so much on my agenda here. Okay, bishop d6. Just going to develop here. Keep the center here. So it all looks nice. Knight d5. Knight d5 is a rare move. Okay, let's just develop. And, same here. In many games we are still in the starting stages of theory. But you see that whenever the board switches, I'm down on time. And this is very, very, very problematic in the long run. So what here? Just bishop d3. Let's do something simple. Yep, I'm happy to recapture here. And now maybe a4 play at the queen side. You really don't have time to think for long here. If I start to do that, I'm going to get into enormous time issues. So I have to play really quickly the start of the games. c5, d5. Yeah, that line is entirely incorrect, I believe, for black, but it can still be tricky. Okay, I think bishop c4. Theory is overrated. It depends. Yeah, I think you're right. In many ways, you're right. It is definitely valued too highly. I mean, what I want to say is, many players think theory is far more important than it actually is, and in particular, when it is about, let's say, yeah, not about chess on the absolute highest level, the theory is not that important at all. Okay, so this is actually a very sharp position here against Clack Your Bones. I would love to have some time here, but I don't have it. So let's just play quick moves. Bishop b4 here, interesting move. I think I'm going to have to play this. Knight to b4. I can check here, right? But he has to play it, right? He scored knight b4. So castling here. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad idea to study some theory. It's just that some amateur players believe that you really have to study all kinds of stuff, and up to a very decent level, that's not necessary. You can, let's say, a playing level of let's say FIDE master or something. You can reach with very little theoretical knowledge. Okay, knight to c5. I mean, he took there. I cannot go e4. And maybe this one, knight e4, is not possible. There's a question if I like Jeremy Silman's books. I only have one book, Reassess Your Chess, and this is it's quite good. There's only one thing that I feel a little bit, what is a bit questionable is that he's got some. It's kind of unorganized at times. So a5 or not? I would like to play a5 here. Okay, let's go f3 here. Yeah, for what's more important than theory to reach a FIDE master strength? Yeah, I mean, actually knowing how the game works, it's very helpful. Yeah, being able to calculate lines precisely is more important, or actually, yeah, knowing how some endgames work. So what is this? Knight h5. Yeah, I think I probably screwed up move orders here a little bit. I should have gone g4 instead of h4. But a little I can do now about it. Could become a bit tricky, this game. Let's go knight to e5. So back here, I think I'm on 24 games now. And usually I'm somewhat down on time, but I'm still able to play at a reasonably quick speed. Yeah, hi to Jack Handle 10. I'm fine. Thanks for asking. I hope you are fine as well, relaxing a little bit over Christmas. Okay, go F4 here. Yeah, 94. I think 92 is the right reply. And here rook to d1 and e4. I'm just keeping stuff. Okay, well here rook c1. The c file is very weak, so rook c1 looks good. I really have to dash out, yeah, dash out moves. Okay, that's an interesting question here. How to play this position? Bishop d3. I'm not really thinking e5 is a big issue here. Okay, Schach FL took there. Yeah, I was thinking he might do that. Okay, let's go g4 here. And here against n3. I don't know. I would like to go queen e2, but I cannot. So I'll probably go here. Castling. And here let's go e4. Igniting ideas, yeah. What are you doing there? Are you actually using my book against me? This might be exactly what's happening. Okay, so queen to a5. Interesting move. Yeah, my development here is not great, but should still be okay. And here I'm going f4 and happily winning that pawn in that position. Okay, bishop up. Knight c3 here, there's knight e4. That's normally what I want to avoid. Allow some trades. Maybe do this one. I'm not sure about it, but you have to be somewhat quick here. So, a6 here. That feels like a very relaxed move in a way. Okay, probably something to b5 was a threat. Okay, so here, yeah, e4, there's probably e5. Okay, I'm going to castle. And what about this here? a3, kicking the queen back, probably. You cannot take d5, okay. So here just queen b3, maybe queen a4. Okay, here I can win that piece, and I will do so. e5 by Langsam. Yeah, I think I'm shutting the position down or not. It's not such a clear decision. Can also play a move like b4 here. Yeah, why not actually? Okay, g6 here by igniting ideas. So, oops, bishop e3 here. Bishop e2, everything kind of normal. Yeah, I'm just going to develop. Knight g4 here. Yeah, this is a super sharp position. I mean, sharper than sharp. Let's see what to do here. Knight on g4. I can also take b5, but then you will take e5. Okay, I'm going to do this and just hope for the best. It's impossible to calculate at this particular moment with this time control. Knight e5 here. Yeah, hello to GM Martin Kessler. Is there a GM Martin Kessler? I don't know anybody by that name. Okay, queen to c7. Yeah, I was thinking e4 now. I wonder. He might have e5. Okay, I'll go e4. Queen c7. Maybe go for a little trap here. Okay, c5. Let's see what I can do here. Probably... I would like to go rook f3, but of course he will take on c4. Okay, I just wait for one more move. Okay, took on c5 here, J. Hamburg. So I just castle him, keep that pawn, and I'm happy about it. Okay, c5 here by Lenske. What to do here? Just d5, maybe, yeah, that looks good. Castling in this game. And here, let's not give away the queen. So let's develop here. Knight to a6 here, Ian Partridge played. What to do here? Knight will come to c5, very likely. Yeah, maybe I should have gone to a4. That would have been maybe more interesting. Okay. Schach FL, Knight c6. Yeah, but now I can take c4, right? Happy to get that back. Martin Kessler asked, what are you saying? What am I saying actually to Magnus's gameplay? It's simply innovative and amazing. He's playing a good event now. Yes, at in that Qatar Masters. I absolutely agree that that seems like a very good play. So what to do here? F5. This is really a bad position, an absolutely bad position. He's got lots of pressure on e4, and I really have screwed up this game, this position. Pooh. It's really bad. A really bad position. Yeah, today we had all draws in the Qatar Masters. And if someone said that probably tomorrow we'll get Carlsen against Kramnik. Not sure about the color distribution. Probably Carlsen was black today, so probably we'll have white. Okay, here that little trap didn't work. He didn't go bishop d6. Okay, here taking. Can also go queen f3 here. I take on c5. He might take with the d pawn. Difficult position here against igniting ideas. D takes, B takes, bishop f5 is a line, but D takes is not clear to me. Okay, I'm just playing a move and see what happens. Cannot spend a long time there. So, okay, queen to c7. Yeah, bishop f4 is sometimes an idea in this kind of position, but he has e5. That seems playable here. That's a bit of a shame. Bishop f4 is otherwise a pretty good move. Okay, I'm going to keep this on the board here. So, okay, queen to e8 here. I go back here. I think I won exactly one game. So it's most of the games are still running. Okie dokie. What about this here? A6, Mr. Hamburg. You don't want to develop and nothing. Okay, I'm going d6. Yeah, that was kind of expected in this position, the attack on c4. Let's go queen f3. And here queen e7 by Michael. If you are interested in chess lessons with me, it's best to send me a message on YouTube or send me a message by email. My email is pretty simple. It's just first name, last name @gmail.com, or chessexplained@gmail.com is also a good address. So what about this? Going e5 probably. I didn't really pay attention to that so much. But okay, it's still a decent position. So what about this here? Like Stahl. Okay, I'm taking this. Let's develop. And okay, wow, what a mess. But okay, it's my own. I mean, I created this mess for myself. So I think I'm going to take, even though tough. Okay, just play normal moves here. And what about this? Knight f4 looks good in this position. Oh, that is something that looks very risky. Getting the rook into the third rank. Yeah, black shouldn't have gotten that back, but he did. So a6 in this position. Can I go e4 or is that mistimed? I think I'm going to play a couple of prep moves still. Here h4 is good. Knight d7. Where do you go? Maybe here, yeah. Develop to a good square. Yeah, so I don't want to trade everything, so I'm going back here. Yeah, hello to all of you in the stream. Someone suggests I should play versus Stockfish level 8 in today's stream. Today I'm just going to do the Simul. That will be, I will have enough on my ends there. But I will do those matches against engines. I will do that with material lords. This is an interesting thing to do. I will definitely do that in the future. Again, let's do a funny long castles here. Okay, here e6 is pretty strong. The bishop trap. Did I have a bishop trap in a game? I don't remember. Okay, let's look here. Rook h3 is mate, right? Yeah. h5. Wow, that's that's an aggressive move here. Let's go h3. Bishop a3 here. I'm not so sure if that even is so great, to be honest. But it was kind of the idea behind a4. Okay, b5, but back to 0. Yeah, okay. I'm going to just retreat here. Yeah, this position really sucks. It sucks big time. Ooh. Bishop g3. I was hoping for bishop d6 in that game after bishop g3. I was hoping for bishop d6 as then knight b5 would have won material. I don't know if I can show that if it goes back to that game again. We'll see. Yeah, here I have to go back. So what about this? With the knight or with the bishop? I think I'll take with the bishop. Okay, queen e8. If he moves the knight, he might have a4 under attack. I think I'm going to support the center a little bit. And here, yeah, so we have to tactically cover c4. Bishop f4 there. Okay, delays the thing a little bit. And castles hereby, clack your bones. Yeah, that's a completely insane position. I'm not so much afraid of him taking on c3 here. Okay, Michael 3141. Yeah, it's too late to join. Yeah, definitely. So what now? Queen to g3 maybe. I'm kind of unsure here what to do. So let's do this. Okay, what about this? Bishop to h3 was my idea, of course. Okay, let's do that. g4 here. Just all around normal moves. Okay, that's a surprising move. I thought he would trade on c3. Take now. So here I can go d5, and I think I will do that now. I could have done that one move. That looks a bit loose. It's still okay. Yeah, it's okay. So queen d3, yeah, to go on g6. And here maybe c4. Yes, let's get that center moving. Okay, knight to d6. Yeah, here I think this is attacked now, my bishop, and I think I'm going to go back to d2. Covering that c3 business now as well. Okay, rook d1. Knight f4. Yeah, I'm not very afraid there, to be honest. Yeah, hello, Shiokarai. Yeah, I'm having sorry, I'm having a good day today. Very relaxed day. Yeah, a loose position. What I mean by that is a position that feels somewhat unorganized or somewhat shaky. Yeah, that something might happen there. Yeah, this is also looking loose. Yeah, let's do this. Here, h5 should be good. Okay, queen c7 by igniting ideas. Interesting. Yeah, so he wants to really take my c4 pawn. Yeah, in some cases I can go for sacrifices, but not sure that this is possible here. I actually doubt it. Okay, kind of unsure what to do in this game. Okay. Okay. Probably this is better. Yep, I can take this. And here I'm returning. Knight c3. That I didn't expect. He wants to go where exactly? Maybe to e4. Yeah, my king side is not developed at all. Maybe long castles was a bit silly. That probably was silly. Knight c3 I didn't think about much. Yes, I'm still playing over the board games. Yes, sure. But not that much. I'm playing the odd open event and of course my league games. Knight e4. I can take d7 now, huh? That's some kind of draw at the end. Okay, I'm going to take that. He has to show me. Okay, I cannot take the rook because of the pin. And here, yeah, knight takes d5 is a tactic that I must pay attention to. So let's move this. And here that's b4 coming, right? That was an idea. So yeah, I saw that here, and I hope that I will get some kind of compensation on the king side, but it's of course a very shaky business. Yeah, here I've got a good center against Usolando. That's a very nice position. Let's grab more space here. Now here e4. Centralize here. And here can actually take, as bishop e4 will win material. Okay, wow, that rook is kind of off there. That's cut any retreat by this rook. And here I was thinking this should be good for me, but maybe it's not. It's very much possible. Yeah, okay, this one. Yeah, I was thinking I'd take now. Let's do that. Yeah, so here bishop b1. Yeah, of course I could edit my Twitch page, but you can also do other things. Yeah. I really hadn't time for any of that. I'm not streaming often anyway. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, so he finally grabbed that pawn. So let's see. I don't want to go back, but I'm going to check there. It's kind of shaky. It's kind of shaky. So what about this here? Yeah, let's go back. Not very satisfied with this position. Wow, bishop to d4. So knight takes d4, yeah? You're going to play knight takes f2. That is what you're saying. And I go knight c6. Whatever. Wow. Wow. That's super crazy. Okay, that position is not good for me, of course, but maybe I can still cause some trouble. So here, yeah, that looks kind of nice for me. Let's go rook e1. And knight takes d4. That's not a move I expected. That's pretty good reply actually. Okay. f6. Yeah, okay. I can flick this in and see later what I'm doing. Out for knight c6 in this position. And here langsam he closed the position down. Very interesting. So maybe g4, I don't know. Yeah, that's a bit lame. It's a bit lame. Maybe this one for c5. So he took this, igniting ideas. My bishop is not good. My bishop is not good at all. If I go here, he probably goes knight e4. That didn't go too well. Okay, I think I'm grabbing stuff here. Okay, he just took on d4. So I actually made a mistake here. I was thinking I can take g4 for some reason, which of course I cannot do. I can take this here first. What a crazy position. Okay, here e6. Good move. Keeps things going. So, I take there, he has to take with the e-pawn. So, knight to g5 here by Usolando. Yeah, I don't want to trade, of course. I've got far more space here. So, knight e5. And here, maybe here for knight d5. So, yeah, here, that is not ideal. It really isn't. How to play here? Yeah, maybe this one. Okay, so what about this? I wonder if I should just do this. Yeah, just get the king into the game. It's an endgame after all. Knight c6. So, I cannot take anyway, as c7 hangs. Okay, again d5 is attacked. Going back there. Yeah, this is total insanity, really, this position. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. I don't really fear that he takes on c3. Yeah, I mean, bishop takes. That bishop is so strong. It will be okay, but I simply don't see a move here. I'm thinking about f3 actually, just to attack that knight. Yeah, I have to play a move. This is on 20 boards. You just have to get going. Okay, let's go h4 here. Yeah, as mentioned, this is not good, but maybe I can still pose some problems somehow. Okay, that looks kind of nice here. Prepare f4 here. And here knight c5 looks good. Normal move. Okay, this is a nice position. If I move the knight, he has to go with the rook. Has to move the rook. If I castle as bishop d6, that's not that clear actually. Maybe just this and grab some material. Okay, that surprises me. I was thinking queen c7 is just good for me, so I think I have to take anyway, so let's take it. Yeah, this wasn't absolutely, that wasn't a good idea, yeah, that long castles here, yeah. It looked cool, but it's really terrible. Yeah, okay, I have to give him that pawn. It's not much that I can do. So here, yeah, it looks like I'm winning a pawn somehow, maybe. Okay, so what about this position? I think here, yeah, getting the bishop away. And here I'm just tons of material up. Yeah, so he has somehow consolidated his position here. Okay, back here. G5 here by Andriusha. Yeah, a couple of interesting moves available here. G4, for example, is a good one. But also just taking is not particularly bad. Taking this, I mean. Wow, Usolando lashing out here with f5. That's a pretty brutal move. Okay, not f4, sorry. Then he will take e4. Well, even that is not clear. It's not entirely clear. Well, but it looks good for white. So let's go for it. Okay, yeah, I'm just simplifying stuff. Take here for the light squares. Yeah, so Phil Ivey has sacrificed. I didn't change anything in the transmission. If something was possible yesterday, that is not possible today. I mean, I didn't change anything. Currently, there's 120 viewers. Maybe if it gets more, then that feature becomes available again. Okay, this is an insane position. If I take g4, he takes c3 and threatens mate on f2. This is completely weird. Knight a4, queen takes d5, and I take on g4. It's a piece, but it looks wrong. But he threatens to take on c3, that's absolutely clear. Yeah, I'm not happy about this move, but okay, I'm happy about that. Just winning some material. Okay, knight c6, he's just going back there. My queen doesn't have many squares, but I can take b7, I believe. Or is it trapped after rook c8? Looks like it, almost. Yeah, it seems that I cannot take b7, but I can go here, I believe, for knight d6. Igniting ideas has come up with rook e8. Okay, I wanted to do this anyway. And here now e5, that was the idea. So this capture, yeah, this is saving him from losing a pawn. Queen takes, I guess. And here, yeah, bishop g4 was my original idea, but he's got bishop d3 there, so maybe this one is better. Yeah, this is I mean, wacky is no word. So I'm taking this. Queen e5, queen e2, queen e5, queen e2, queen e3. I have no idea. I have simply no idea what's going on. Okay. Yeah, this position looks about equal. At least, yeah, nothing terrible going on there, I think. Queen to e7, so maybe a4, a5, pushing that knight back. Yeah, and here e5 is probably right, or bishop c4 is also a strong move. That's also a strong move. So let's support the center. Yeah, and selfish Jean took this. Yeah, I understand. I probably would have done the same. Okay, I tried to make something with my h6 here. Oh, knight d6. Yeah, I'm still doing that. Takes. And knight h5 by Langsam. Yeah, it seems that he's shooting for knight g3 in this position. Yeah, that's possible, but not yet threatening that much. Okay, so I'm going to open up the position now very quickly. f5 here by Michael. Yeah, that's an interesting choice. g6 is not a problem, I guess. Okay, I'm going here. I wanted to do that anyway. Yeah, here, so I can go knight b5. But, oh well, I can also... e5 is also a move. Knight e8 maybe. Yeah, I should be a bit careful here. Getting the queen trapped here would be kind of embarrassing, considering how good the position is. So, okay, yeah, I'm just taking stuff. Keep it simple. Yeah, knight to e4. Yeah, he plays a very good game here, igniting ideas. Taking here. I need to open up the position a little bit. So we had a repetition here. Of course, I don't want to draw. It's just that I wanted to reconsider here. Okay, I'm going back here now with the queen. The queen is kind of a little bit in danger there. So I'm going here. A5 here. Yeah, that's okay. And what about this? G3 or some prep move? Yeah, I'm going for some prep move. So let's try to break up this position. What did I get for Christmas? Yeah, of course, I mean, I had this question yesterday, but I'm still going to answer it again. I got a frying pan. Sounds a bit unsexy, but something that I actually requested as I'm cooking myself. I'm cooking myself. That sounds weird. I'm cooking my own meals now, basically every day. So I need stuff like that, and I got a nameplate for my new apartment that I'm going to move to next year. So what about this? I would love to trade this. I just played rook d1, but yeah, that queen position there is really annoying. Okay, I'm taking this. So here my king position is non-existent, but his is also not great. Yeah, here, and Nelson, I mean, he didn't play a good opening at first, but he played all the right moves afterwards. So, tough position. Wow, Jesse HF, he just took that pawn. That's cheeky. How did you dare to do that? That's very cheeky. Yeah, of course he can. It's, I mean, I get compensation, but I didn't really believe that this was possible in the first place. Unsure what to do. Knight d5, bishop d5, both look good. Okay, so here I've got lots of space. That's nice, but also some weaknesses. Yeah, can go like knight g6, even g5 as a move. This is also interesting. Let's go for that. Nah, I don't believe that. Come on. Knight f7. Shouldn't that work? Yeah, let this work. Come on. Oh, he just took on g4 here. Clack your bones. I didn't see that coming. Yeah, that position was far too messy for a Simul. Probably it was good for me at one point, but it was just a complete disaster to play. Wow, didn't see that coming at all. Okay, so I'm losing that one, getting a loss in that game. Yeah, losing the queen, and I cannot really do much here to muddy the water. So I have to resign that one. Good game. So rook f8 here in this game by Lenske. Just going to take a5 next. Okay, here I'm taking e6. And knight e5 now for knight g6. Yeah, I mean it's tough. It's really tough with that board count, and that was a really tough game, tough position, but very nicely fought. Okay, I'm going to take on d5, and here, yeah, Yo-Yo is hanging on here pretty decently. Okay, have to move the king now. Here take a5, I guess is good. e5. Yeah, but I can take it, right? There was a question if I have thought about growing a beard. I have not seriously given it some thought. People said that it would be okay, but I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, here the long diagonal will be pretty sweet. So what here? I think g5 might be a good idea. I can take f4 though. Let's see here. I can also just go back. Maybe just go back here. Taking more time is probably not a good idea. It will be a time issue here anyway at the end. Yeah, develop here. And here he took e4. I actually didn't see that. That it was hanging. Shouldn't have allowed that. Okay, let's take g6 here. Yeah, check here. I have to move the king. Now here, rook b5. So, his rook is coming. My king is a bit unsafe here. This is something you absolutely have to recognize. So, I have to be a little bit cautious there. Knight c5 by, I think that's Nelson. What is? What the heck? Didn't want to paint. That's a crazy position, but I can check first. Let's do a simple stuff here. Let's just check first. So here I was thinking d5. So here, yeah, complicated stuff. Yeah, that Grunfeld game was very tough. Hard to say what happened there. It was clearly far too complicated for me in a simultaneous exhibition. This one looks good. Seems like it wins some material. So, okay, I can take with both pawns. That's tricky. That's a tricky decision. I think I'll take with the F pawn. So, okay, rook h8 here by Phil Ivey. Yeah, that is, it's tricky at this position. I absolutely have to be very, very precise here. That's actually mate. That is a mate threat. Let's do this. I'm not very happy about it. So, okay, I'm going to cover e3 here. A good move here by Eric. Keeping the queens on the board is a good idea. In general, at least, I think it's a good idea. So, this one maybe. Queen takes by igniting ideas. Okay, that looks like a good move. An interesting move, at least I didn't think about it. Yeah, I'm a pawn down. He just played very well. Yeah. Okay, so here both recaptures make lots of sense actually. Okay, let's do this. Keep that. Keep that on. Okay, c7. Okay, so this looks very dangerous for black. Let's go knight g3. Yeah, this is interesting. I sacrificed the pawn there. Okay, he just trades down. Just trades down. Why not? I didn't do much today. To be honest, I slept in and in fact played a bit of Skyrim, but didn't do anything remotely, I mean, challenging or whatever. Just keeping a very quiet day. Okay, bishop d6, something like that. Bishop d6 here, maybe. Yeah, here I thought d6 should be good. Rook e8. Okay, he's doubling on the e file here. Okay, let's make some Luft for my king. Yeah, here I'm just a pawn down, unfortunately. Yeah, and he's ready for rook e8. Sneaking in Skyrim. Yeah, the character that I'm having at the moment there did not start with sneaking, but I'm currently seeing to level that up as well. So let's take. I hope that rook c8 is not a big issue. Now I don't play The Witcher. No particular reason why not. I just never really got into that game, or that how would you call it, franchise of games. Yeah, here I thought I can can sacrifice. Oh, sacrifice. I mean trade, because I have rook g8 at the end. That looks quite dangerous. So here my issue is the knight. I'm going to reroute that. e3 here. Okay, and this looks nice, really. Very nice position. Knight g5, I was thinking. So knight e4 now. It's going back to g7, I guess. Yeah, I have to try something. Let's go back here. No, I didn't get that book, Die Großmeister des Schach by Schönborberg. It's impossible to get. I looked for it, but it's currently hard to get. The stream is working perfectly on my end. Books are nice. I have a stream window up myself so that I can see if I'm going offline or something like that. It looks perfect on my end. I haven't yet set up a date for doing a match against John again. We definitely want to do that, but we haven't set something up yet. Okay, here I'm happy to trade queens. Difficult position. Okay, so here I say he has rook c2 check. That's actually mate. Ah, okay. That's bad. Oh, I will lose that game. I will lose that game. King b2, there's rook c2, and that's mate. Yeah, I lost those 2 games in the h4 Grunfeld. That is probably not a good opening anyway for this kind of thing. Yeah, I'm lost there. Wow. Wow. So what about this? Okay, I think I'll take here. So here queen to f6. So I'm thinking d7. Okay, let's just go d7. Yeah, I will definitely play Simon Williams as we have discussed earlier, in earlier streams. I mean, but he didn't ask me, and I didn't yet get around to organize that. Really happy to play more of those matches, but I had too many other things on my plate to organize it. And I blundered this. I blundered this at the end. Yeah, I was looking. That sucks. I mean, it really sucks. This kind of thing. That position was strategically close to lost for black, and I blundered that pawn. I really relaxed there, but this is just bad, yeah. The position was really almost over. And then you blunder that pawn, and with the d5, yeah. Phew, tough. That's really tough. So what about this here? Rook f4. Yeah, taking e5 is not so easy to do. Rook b5 maybe. Trying to get it like that. Okay. Let's just trade, keep it simple. So here he's going for rook h6, knight g3 business. So do I have to play queen e1 or something like that? Maybe I have to. Yeah, queen f4. Yeah, this also got far more difficult than it should have been. But that happens a lot in a Simul. I don't have any bots now. This is just a purely manual channel, let's say. Okay, here I don't like that my position is so open there. So here, if I don't trade queens, this is still kind of interesting. Maybe just all the way back to c1 for rook h6. c1 is not exactly a great square though. I can take e4 even. Yeah, it remains a bad position. I don't see a good move, unfortunately. Queen c1 is just doesn't help, but yeah, I don't see anything else. Yeah, this position is now completely lost for me, of course. Remarkable. Cannot even keep d5. Great. So queen to f7. What's the deal here? f4. Is he really going for f4? It's maybe. I wanted to play d5, of course. But f4 is really working. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, here just took that pawn, Usolando. I was thinking this is good. Let's do that. Okay, so here a sacrifice by Yo-Yo. What is he doing there? If I take with the queen, yeah, we'll see. I'm just trading stuff, going for the simplest possible continuation, because I already saw what happens if I play something complicated. It didn't work so well. So let's take here and here, and I'll just trade everything. So yeah, and there, that was the second pawn. Yeah, here I have nice compensation, but nothing decisive. Okay, knight f5 looks very normal here. Yeah, just normal moves. So yeah, here I was thinking I should actually win. So queen f8, king f8, rook b6. That should win. Yeah. So yeah, this is tricky here. What to do? Just knight d4 maybe, or this is also, this is quite good actually. So here, yeah, I have a decent position here. It is kind of clear that it's good compensation. Okay, rook up to d7, rook b6 here, and rook g6. Yeah, langsam. He's trying to attack me quite clearly. So that idea here with a4 and so on, it's kind of questionable if that really was good. Yeah, knight g3 is what he wants to do. Yeah, I hope I still have time for that, but it's tricky. So here I cannot go back. It's mate right away. And this is also going to be a mate, but I'm going to let it being played out. Okay, bishop c4. Yeah, that was clear. I wanted to provoke that so that maybe I can get something to d4, even though it looks tricky to manage. Yeah, rook c3 check, and I'm still going to play. Okay, so what about this here? Knight to e4. Probably. Yeah, here I'm a pawn down for not much. So very likely going to lose that game, even though in the rook endgame you can, of course, always put up some kind of fight. Okay, this one, Tullius. Yeah, he's really defending very well from that really bad position that he had earlier. So check here, and do I resign now? I can still continue a couple of moves, even though it's a bit of an agony. So what about this? Knight coming to d3 here. Phew. Tough. Very hard to play this position. Let's go d6. And here, yeah, just the rook endgame. The rook endgame is not perfect. Should I do that? It's not the right decision from a purely chess point of view. Also just take this. Check, and he's found that f6 mate, so I'm going to resign. Yeah, a very good game. I played a pretty bad game, but you did a very good job in making use of it. So here, yeah, knight h7. That's not a move you are happy to play, but had to play. Let's cut the queen off there. Okay. a5. Amazing. Black has time for this kind of stuff. His queen is hanging and he plays a5. Okay, rook c8 by like style. Yeah, I would love to get my bishop to d4 to have some kind of fight, but probably not going to happen. Yeah, I can take d6 now, but it's a bit slow. I think I'm going to pile up there a little bit. Okay, so now on that check, he's going to play queen d5. Okay, let's take and see what happens there. Okay, queen c3. Oh, I blundered the rook here. Oh my god. Oh, I'm playing a pretty bad Simul here. I completely blundered that rook. Oh, wow. Okay. So. Okay, queen g5. I shouldn't allow the mate in one here. That's the kind of move I could overlook here today. So, rook f2, yeah. Okay, so what about this? I don't really like to trade, but taking and knight d4 is probably good for an advantage. It's not a good idea. I don't like to trade queens. It seems wrong here in this position, so I'm keeping queens on. Okay, back to c4 now. That was the idea. Now, this is also getting pretty tricky. So yeah, knight takes, I guess. Okay, monkey chin goes queen to d6. Taking with the pawn there. Yeah, knight came to d3 here by like style. Yeah, if I take, he gets even better pawn, but what can I do? Not much to do. Check here by Phil Ivey. Yeah, it's not easy. If I go to e2, he's going rook e8. And king f1 is checking me again. It's likely a draw. Maybe he's got something better, but okay. So taken here by like star. Yeah, I cannot really activate my pieces much here, unfortunately. Is that so easy here, or this here for rook g3 maybe? It's not completely easy, I believe. Okay, so maybe h4, improve the position a little bit. Knight d3, yeah, that was kind of clear, but not much that I could do about it. Interesting. I can also take it. Then knight d2, but I go bishop d4. Yeah, he's got queen f5. I mean, what is my move against queen f5? Okay, I'm taking this. f5 here by Jesse. Yeah, I was going away from the d file to get in rook c7, so we'll see what comes out of that. Okay, rook f8 by Andriusha. Yeah, this is a nice position, but it didn't stop me from losing lots of games today, having nice positions. Yeah, this is going to be a draw probably. So here, yeah, I don't have to, but yeah, I don't think I want to trade. To a7 looks better. And here, rook e6. Isn't that just a fork? Rook e3 maybe. Should have thought there for a moment. Okay, rook g3, and I've got possibly queen to c7 next. It's still kind of interesting, that position. Yeah, here that looks like a draw. I'm going to offer a draw here. Yeah, so what about this here? Queen f5. I can go queen to h6 now, for example. Or queen c7. Queen c7, rook f7, knight d6. Queen h6. Yeah, queen h6, he might have rook g8. Okay, let's take this. Okay, langsam retreated. So, okay, knight comes to g3. I still have h3. He's still some time away from doing stuff there. So maybe go there. Yeah, good move here by igniting ideas. Covering the h-pawn. Going over with my king. Hope for the best. So keep my bishop here. Eric playing queen to e6 to activate my rook. And Renato is going back there. So I can now get some stuff back. Takes on d6. So I've regained some material. Yeah, rook e3. Let's see, can I do something here? So queen f5. Okay, bishop e5. That's not a move I expected. Let's take stuff. Okay, it's interesting. I can take with the rook or with the pawn. Rook takes is a bit simpler, I guess. And here, okay, king up. I think I'm making slight progress in that position. Just very slight, but some. Okay, so interesting play by Jesse. He's trying to break up this position. I'm going to take. And here I think e4 is good. Yeah, this is a very drawish position here against Eric. To check here. So here rook b7, I guess. Yeah, that was clear, langsam, that he's shooting for that. But it doesn't threaten that much, I believe. At least not yet. So can go back or move the knight. Wanted to attack c7 here. I absolutely cannot take. After pawn takes, I'm going to get mated. Yeah, let's go back. Okay, so knight up. Okay, b5. Going back there. Yeah, I have some drawing chances in that game. It's not brilliant, but I've got some. With that pawn down. Queen to f5. So I don't like to trade queens, but I'd like to get the pawn on d3 at some point. Queen h4. Yeah, okay, let's keep it. Let's keep it on for the moment. Maybe b4. It's kind of drawish anyway. So rook e5. I thought queen takes more, but okay. So taking this. Let's see if I can get e5. Okay, just took that pawn here, monkey chin. I've got bishop c4, so I'm going to do this, activate my pieces. Okay, king f4. Let's activate stuff. And here, yeah, rook d1 looks normal. Wow, that really is possible. It looks a bit weird. I think I'm going to take. Tough to decide. Yeah, this looks like there should be something possible here. Can I take on f7 maybe? Knight f7, rook f7, queen b3, this kind of thing. It's very close. But queen b3 is also good. Let's go queen b3. Would love to take f4, but don't quite see how though. Maybe get the pawns going. F4, yeah, he still cannot move his knight a lot. So this one, yeah, I think I can go g4 now. And like Star is trying to trade stuff. Let's check there. Knight f6, so he wants to get in more pieces into his attack. Yeah, the thing is, there's definitely a danger here, and this is that he's getting the bishop to c8 ready to sacrifice. I have to really prevent that. Wonder if I should just go to d6 here or something. Okay, I have little time. I have to get going. Okay, this move. Okay, I wanted to go rook c7, but he's attacking b2, yeah, and it's he can take that. He can take it. I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure what to do. I don't want to give him b2, but bishop c2 or something looks really lame. Okay, I go back. I have to be a bit quicker here. So g5. If I take h6, he's got rook h7. Wow. Wow. Yippee-yo, yippee-yay. Okay. So I can take f5 now. Not sure how good that is, but well, probably have to be happy with stuff like that. Okay, pawn takes for e6. Grabbing here, so I'm happy that this is still some kind of game. Okay, what about this? If I take, I have winning chances, but it's not easy. Okay, I'm taking there first. c5. Wow. That I didn't expect at all. Cool move. Okay, let's go a5. So what about this here? You can check here once. That's not Not the end of the world. Okay, knight f4. Isn't rook e7 slightly annoying? Yep, let's go there. Yeah, g4. It was kind of clear that it happens. Yeah, I wonder if I take there and go c5. What is this? Is this... I mean, trade queens and c5. Okay, I'll keep queens on. It's hard to figure out. Rook here, okay. So let's get active. And what about this? Rook c1 maybe? Rook d8 I can enter. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. And bishop here, yeah. I have the move f4. It looks a bit risky, to be perfectly honest. But again, what can we do? No risk, no fun. So, trying to hold that position. Difficult enough. So here, that's a nice ending, but how to win? Let's get the king over. Yeah, this is again very drawish. And he's trying to take this pawn. Yep. Rook g7. It's a bit unfortunate. Whenever he takes a3, there's the idea of going b4. That is a bit of a shame. Rook g7, rook a3, rook g6, b4. Rook g7 takes, king c2. Check, check. That also doesn't help. Rook a4. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, saving this game will definitely be difficult. Absolutely. No, I don't see a good continuation. Tomorrow I'll be playing tournaments on Lichess, Bullet and Blitz tournaments. It's amazing that I'm a pawn up now in this position. I was really completely lost there earlier. Check there. Okay, knight e7 to come. Yeah, this is getting interesting. Really is. So he's got rook g7 coming if I take. So taking is probably not so great, but hard to not, huh? Hard to not take. Maybe, yeah. Maybe I should have traded queens. Yeah. Hindsight is always 20/20. Okay, I have to play a move. So here I was thinking maybe I still has that before idea. Yeah, it's probably lost anyway. Okay, so knight f5, I guess. No, I'm blundering a knight. What am I doing here? Oh my god, what a bad simultaneous display I'm giving here. That's really bad. I just blundered a knight there in one move from a winning position. Oh my god. Oh, what a bad play. It's just a full knight. A full knight. Oh my god. Ah. Puh. I really hate to play like that, giving away points for free. Okay, so let's see this position. That's very nice for me, but I've done many stupid things today. Knight f5. Amazing. Amazing. Probably in this game I'm going to get checkmated, yeah. That's probably going to be the MO for this whole thing. Blundering stuff. Okay, yeah, here black is trying to stir up some trouble, understandably. I'm just going to play in the driest manner possible. Yeah. Maybe just check. So here, let's threaten mate for once. And now, how to do that? Maybe I can still win some odd game, but all in all, that has been pretty terrible. So, the rook over here. No, what But now, these pawns, they don't go anywhere. This is the big issue. And he's threatening f2 now. Yeah, I don't know. They don't have many good ideas here. That didn't go too well. Really don't see a good move. Okay, here I'm grabbing stuff. Yeah, let's see if I can do things here. Yeah, offering me trade of queens here, like star. Yeah, I understand somehow that idea. I don't know if I want to trade here, to be honest. I can keep the queens on for a moment, I don't know. So, okay, what about this? f4. Should blunder the bishop. Okay, so I have to trade here. Yeah, he went for f2. I wasn't sure about this, if that is so great. Okay, keep that pawn. Yeah, I'm happy to go into the endgame in this position. So he's trying for b5 here. Let's shoot for this here. What's happening here? It's going for d2 here. Okay. Queen to e3. Just going in there, attacking a3. Great. Okay, if I take f6, he has to... He doesn't has to. Has to take with the pawn, I guess. Okay, let's do it. So can I fight here somehow? I mean, not realistically, but I can continue a little bit at least. Okay, d4. Of course, this is a simple move that I of course overlooked, as I overlook everything today almost. Yeah, come on, take the rook. Doesn't matter. Okay, so at least I have the odd good end game still going on. Not this one. Okay, here I'm slightly worse. Rook e5 is coming. Okay, so this position here, that's a complete mess. How to do that? I mean, if I get d3 or somehow get the pawns rolling, this is not even that clear. Don't know if that helps, to be honest, but tough to figure out. Okay, rook f6 here against Langsam. I can now push d6 if I like, but he's got maybe e4 coming. Yeah, I'm going to push. So here... yeah, up 4. Bishop b2. Yeah, as I said, this position is not that great. Slightly critical. So rook c8, he's going rook f8, yeah. Anyway, have to play that, I guess. Can just take the pawn. Yeah, and he went e4, of course. So if I check now and go d7, or d7 immediately, how is he stopping d7? Rook f8 I can take. Wow. So if I take b8 now, and take d6, something like that, I mean, it's probably just going to be equal at the end. I don't see how I can win. Okay. Okay, he's getting that pawn. That's very unfortunate. I have rook c4 though. Okay, I think I cannot trade here, unfortunately. I have to go back with the rook. Oh my god, are you serious? Really? Rook f3? Yeah, sure. Everybody's a genius here. Wow. So I take this. Rook takes. Rook takes. Knight takes. Bishop takes.